You're the champion. Good luck. Coming to the corner.
To honor the first trunks that he wore, his pro debut back in 2009. And Dre, in many ways, that is how much weight, how much thought Frampton is putting on this fight. That it is all about legacy, all about the final brick in what has been a magnificent architectural career to be a three-division world champion.
But to have your name remembered forever, that's a different type of preparation that you have, a different mindset, and a different level of detail.
Not necessarily on the odometer, but in age. He's 35, Frampton 34, Tim.
Yeah, he is the older fighter, but, you know, Herring is the more gifted, I would say, in a sense, as far as unreached height. He is the naturally bigger man in this matchup. Beautiful left hand landed by him.
He has all the physical gifts as a 5'10" junior lightweight. 72-inch reach for Herring, 65 for Frampton, as he sends that left hand a little low and gets the warning from Di Giovanni, referee from Abruzzo, Italy. He has refereed many WBO fights internationally. Steady work with the jab will be key for Herring today.
That's the fight right there that Frampton needs, and that's the fight he should want. Inside, roughing up the taller, longer-armed fighter.
Yeah, but you hear Bo back in the corner screaming like, hey, rough him up in there, rough him up in there. Get physical in the inside with Frampton.
Trust me, in this setting, you're going to hear plenty of Bo Mac. They are in a fanless atmosphere called the Rotundo. It's basically a giant igloo-like dome structure built on.
We're going to be bullying him on the inside. We're going to be sure of that.
Red Spikes, Saul Dieguez. That is the team in the corner of Jamel Herring, the team that is always by the side of pound-for-pound elite welterweight champion Bud Crawford.
I love the game plan right now. Herring beautifully throwing a check hook. Anytime Frampton try to step in behind the jab to throw the right hand, he checks with the right hook. You see the pawing of Frampton with the jab. He's trying to inch close. He's trying to gauge his range and where he can have an opportunity to hit Herring. But Herring's doing something very smart right now, keeping him honest, keeping him thinking, and not allow him to get close.
There's a left hand to the body from Herring. You know, it's fascinating with this intimate atmosphere there in Dubai, where you only have select media, officials and administrators, how you hear every instruction. There's the left hand up top from Herring. Right hook, that southpaw stance as well, as Frampton tries to close the gap, and Herring is filling it.
Good left hand to the body for Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring doesn't get a lot of credit.
Try to come, Will.
More success with that south Herring. Through 2 rounds, he has a 19-9 connect advantage. He has thrown 19 more punches as well. We'll have a potential mandate from the WBO to meet up with Shakur Stevenson. And there's the left hand again to open up round number 3 from Herring.
Yeah, but the problem that Frampton is making, he's not coming in behind the jab, and he's headhunting. He needs to continue to go down to the body like he's doing, change levels. I see a right hand available for Frampton. Keep an eye on the left hand of Herring as it keeps continually dropping as he's moving.
He needs to get his heart rate up, and he needs to get Jamel Herring's heart rate up.
Yeah, Dre, I hear you on that, because Herring, what he's doing is he's countering. You know, as soon as Frampton does something, he comes in behind with his offense. Oh, but he's going to eat a lot of shots on the way in. And also the straight left from Jamel Herring.
Size difference is so pronounced. Showing that check hook every time Frampton is tempted to cross that line.
Nice shot right there.
Herring.
That's it right there. That's what Frampton needs to do.
Frampton's having success here in the final minute of round 3. Halfway through or towards the fall of this calendar year.
I think I see blood coming out of the right eye of Jamel Herring.
That was the concern back in September. That's how the fight ended against Jonathan Oquendo. There's a left uppercut as Frampton tried to go in through the front door. And now he gets to the inside against Herring.
Listen, gentlemen, this is where the fight is. The fight just started right now. The fight just started because that cut, you can see what it's doing to Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring now is stepping up his tempo as well. He's fighting back as well. He's going to continue to fight his fight right now. And I was curious to see what he was going to do if he got cut. And I like what I'm seeing from Jamel Herring.
So blood around the right eye of Jamel Herring. That is how his last fight ended, with a questionable finish. The 8th round, cut happened in the 5th, but in the 8th round, ruled a disqualification as the fight was stopped because it was caused by an intentional foul that night against Jonathan Oquendo. Said it was an intentional headbutt. And they penalized Oquendo 1 point. Has to be active with that jab. Frampton, seeing if he can place that right hand to the body again and close the distance. Tim, I thought you were spot on in that 4th round when you said the fight begins now.
You know, he's getting more aggressive. He had a little bit more success in that last round, and he scored, and Dre scored that round for him. Round 4 for Frampton.
And look at where the fight is being fought now compared to what we saw in rounds 1 and 2. Short chopping left hand from Frampton.
Test, the left hook is the money punch right now. It's not the right hand. You want to continue to swing towards that eye. You have to understand that Herring is having a hard time seeing out of his right eye.
Yeah, he just needs to not focus on Olga's shot.
Catches him. Knockdown scored here in round number 5. Jamel Herring. Frampton was gaining confidence coming through the front door, and Herring timed it and put him down.
That's exactly what happens, Tess. You get, overconfident, you start having success, and Herring just met him with a beautiful straight left hand down the middle.
Dre, how does Frampton look to you?
He hurt. He's trying to get his head together right now. He's hurt, and Jamel's doing the right thing. He's stalking Frampton without going crazy, but he's checking his temperature. He's touching him. Okay, how do you look? Okay, how hurt are you? And now you see Frampton slowly starting to get his wits about him, so he's starting to throw a few more punches.
Nice body shot right there. Straight left down to the body.
This is the best way to answer your critics, is what Jamel Herring is doing. He finds himself in the same position or similar position as he was his last fight, cut over the same eye, but he's got a different response tonight.
A 5th round that saw Jamel Herring land 10 of 31 power shots.
Gentlemen, Jamel Herring just looks very sure of himself. Everything he's doing in there is very calculated. You know, he's taking risks at times, but he's just being very, very smart with his offense.
Mindset of Jamel Herring, a guy who's been through the toughest of tough circumstances in life. Back in the Middle East, where he's fighting right now, where he faced war, where he saw death and destruction, where he's overcome personal tragedy. And here he is in Dubai, looking as sharp as could be, facing similar adversity that he crumbled under in September.
Yeah, it may be that adversity that has him a little bit sharper than
Uppercut puts him down again. What a great shot by Herring. 2nd knockdown scored. Jamel Herring looking as good as we've ever seen him. Halfway through round 6, and he wants to finish with a bang against Frampton. Frampton doesn't look good at all. Herring in complete control, trying to close the show. Another uppercut. Frampton stood up to it for the moment. He's on wobbly legs, backing him up. It's a big shot, and it's over. It is over. Jamel Herring has done it. A sensational victory in Dubai for the American. An absolute absolute stunner.
After 1 minute 40 of the 6th round, the fight was brought to an end, and therefore, still the WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Jamel Herring.
Just a sublime performance of a title defense from Jamel Herring. And Tim, you sensed it right from the start.